Curacao and Tunisia get knocked out of this World Cup after loss. Both teams are lost. Of course, they are in different groups. Tunisia was beaten by Netherlands 3-1, and that automatically mark that Tunisia did not win any game in all these three, of course, games that we played, and that marks also another African country packing up the bag, of course, after just a few days in that World Cup there. Then also seeing the other side, seeing Curacao also got knocked out after Ivory Coast bet them 2-0. That it's in the competition, and this automatically marks some of the teams already packing the bag. Started yesterday, but one, of course, today we shall be seeing who else would be making up, of course, two outside this World Cup, all progressing to the round of 32 there. Yes, of course, we got a game that we have played yesterday. German lost to of course, Ecuador. It's just a surprise to me to see that Germany lost that very game. I was actually very hesitant about this team. That's why I was like, no, I have to be very careful with German here. But all in all, I just had to try to guard them. I thought the only least they could pick from this game would be a draw, but of course that one still did not work as expected. The game ended, of course, 2-1 in favor of Ecuador there, and of course that makes Ecuador having 4 points there in that very, of course, game. Now let's look into what transpired yesterday before, of course, ending the game for today. Yesterday we had Japan versus Sweden. It's another fantastic, of course, game here whereby Elanga scored the solid goal for Sweden, and of course to keep their hope still there alive, of course, and Japan also pick up a point, which is okay for them. There they sit in second positions. Of course, we after Netherlands there. So this game we went with over 1.5, and the game ended 1-1. Tunisia versus, of course, in Netherlands, we went with a away team to score at least 2 goals or over 2.5 or even 2, because I gave you varieties, because Netherlands had those potential. They scored 3 goals, they won, and over 1.5 was still appropriate for them. So any of this that you chose was fit for that day. Then Turkey versus USA was beaten. Turkey really proved. I wonder, I'm just still seeing, why is it like this? Turkey suffered defeats from some of the teams that we did not expect. Beating against USA 3-2 is something that we need just to say this is soccer. Yes, anything can happen. We went with over 1.5, and it was a success in that specific group A. Now group B, which had the surprises, Germany losing to Ecuador, went with, of course, a away team to win or draw. Curacao versus Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast, I was very sure like they have to make it because of the squad. Is one of the African countries that are doing very well in this World Cup. They haven't lost, and really they won yesterday 2 of course 0 when the Pepe opened, of course, the opening goals there for them before the second goal in 64th minutes. And then we went with over 1.5, and then Kuwait versus of course Kazma. This, I'm very disappointed. Of course, the game ended 0-0. I expected to see over 1.5, but that is soccer. In match group C, we had, of course, Bray versus Vikinga. Of course, went with a away team. Vikinga, of course, to win or draw there. The game ended 4-1. And also another team that really made me almost came speechless early before. It was Riga. Riga sits in the first positions versus the 5th position, failing to register a single goal there in all these 90 minutes plus, of course, 4 minutes at a time. they failed to produce a goal. Just was a disappointment. I was so sure about them. That is why I didn't even guard them there. Then the last one was Jazz Poro versus Tampa United. Of course, the game ended 1-0. Went with over 1.5, and that is it. The game we did not get success. We were only success in only Group A. Group B and C did not go as expected, but we said winners never quit. Some days are good, some days are bad. Let's try it again today. And we see, for those who have joined the Top Sport Extra, just know you're in the right place. And for those ones who are following, who has not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss. Yes, and also you hit a notification button so that any video posted you're notified before, just so that you don't just look for it, you just see the notifications and open. And like, share with the colleagues, invite them to join at Top Sport Extra there. And also I can say congratulations to our members there. They are smiling two ways that you can testify. Good one for them, but I wish you guys the best. I have, of course, somewhere we had a Paraguay game that had, of course, issues somewhere. Yeah, so today we got a very good game. Senegal will be taking on Iraq. I can simply say that as this is the only chance for Sadio Mane to prove that this World Cup they did not actually win any single game. They need to pick up a win against Iraq if they really wants to have a little hope there somewhere. But seems this time is not for them. For the African champion, really they struggle, but of course I expect them to win in full time or over 1.5. But I think appropriate attack today it's over 1.5, that I don't want to change here for over 1.5. Seeing Senegal lost almost 3 games in the last 5 games with 1 draw and 1 win. Potentially we see still Iraq not easy, not a walkover. They may likely also find the back of the net for Senegal if they don't work on their defense there. Norway versus France is the game of the day, and it's the game that everyone is waiting to see. Remember, all these 2 teams won their last 2 games 6-6 points, and they met today. So the best they can do as a friend is a draw. That is likely, but all in all, both of them have got a potential of finding the back of the net for both of them. So I am going with safely over 1.5 in this very game. I don't know who scored them, whether Norway or France. I'm going with over 1.5 there. Then of course in that specific, of course, group, we got Uruguay versus Spain. Spain really, of course, sits with the 4 points, of course, after a defeat and a draw against the Cape Verde in the opening game. I know they would actually try their level best to win this game, but I'm going with over 1.5 for the game for Uruguay versus Spain. So that is my first, of course, group. Going to Group B has a game from Iran there, Cork City versus Bray. I will go with over 1.5, seeing Cork City being a very good team, scoring, of course, winning all their last 5 games, and Bray also last, of course, week they won their match and they are doing quite well, finding the back of the net. Is over 1.5. Dundalk versus Waterford over 1.5. I think still fits this team, though of course Dundalk got an upper chance of winning this game in full time, but still I'll go with over 1.5 for the safety of my people. Derry City versus Drogheda, still I'm going with over 1.5. However, Derry City got an upper end of winning or drawing this very game, but of course anything can happen. Away team can score the goals. So that is why we expect to see over 1.5 in this very specific game. Then the last one of the day, Group C, is of course Brage versus Falkenberg from Sweden. This game is in Sweden. Still, I expect to see over 1.5 fits this specific game here. Both teams can find the back of the net, or one team can prove to be very stable, scoring 2 goals that would actually relieve us from this game. Then the second is Shamrock versus Galway. I can say Shamrock to win or draw, because right now they're sitting on top of the table. I believe they will not lose actually at home. They would have that potential either to draw this game. So I'm going with the Shamrock to win or draw in full time there. Then the last one is also same from Iran, is Athlone Town versus Finhaps. Now, Finhaps last time surprised that some teams were scoring fast, and I know that Athlone also are surprising some teams were beating them, of course, winning that very game. Now, this game I will go with over 1.5 and then see that both team either they score and produce for us 2 goals is what we need from these specific games here. So you guys, I wish you always the best, and I say that winners never good. Some days are good, some days are bad, and when it comes to this game, avoid playing all this very game, all of them. Just choose and pick 4 games and you play it. After choosing 4, you will tell me the results. Don't go beyond 4 if you want to get the best. This is not the platform for the saying all this, but all in all, I always say I give you all the varieties for you to choose what really fits you. And remember, whatever I say here is for information, education, and entertainment purpose. Nothing is guaranteed 100%. And I say that winners never quit. Stay blessed and have a lovely Friday.